Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing another review for Gotham, the TV series. We saw the return of Gotham with episode 12 from season 3, which is called Ghosts, on Monday night. Wanted to give my thoughts. And spoiler warning if you guys have not seen this episode yet. So a few of you guys asked for me to do some more reviews for Gotham. And, I watch it every single week on Monday nights when it hits. Sometimes I don't get a chance to do the review until today, the next night, and then post on Wednesday for you guys. But, man, I really enjoy Gotham a lot. And since there's no Walking Dead on right now, I decided, let's do a Gotham review for this week. So the mid-season premiere, so to speak, Gotham returns with this episode. And I felt like Episode 12, Ghosts, was a pretty good jumping on point for the second half of Season 3. Really have enjoyed kind of the storyline that's been going on with the Alice touches blood and Mario having been infected by it. And you could see it in the mid-season finale that Lee was in a bit of a confused state from her perspective, making it seem like Jim was not really protecting her and that he was simply, killing Mario because of what had happened, with her, him losing her to Mario and this kind of thing. So the episode description for this one reads, in the wake of Mario's death, a vengeful Falcone sends Zsasz to kill Gordon. However, after seeing what the virus has done to Barnes, Lee realizes Gordon may have been justified and persuades Falcone to call off the hit. Unhinged by ghostly sightings of his father, Cobblepot insults Gotham citizens in an interview and murders his deputy chief of staff, unaware that Nygma is orchestrating his downward spiral. Selina accepts her mother, Maria, back into her life, but later learns Maria owes money to criminal Cole Clemons. Investigating the discovery of a briefly reanimated corpse, Gordon and Bullock pursue ex-Indian Hill employee Dwight Pollard, who is preparing to resurrect another corpse, Jerome Valeska. So, the Joker. So, that's really cool. So, still kind of going on with the kind of resurrection thing that we saw start last season in Season 2 with Indian Hill and Hugo Strange. So we're going to see Jerome come back. I mean, it was pretty exciting when they killed him off. It was pretty shocking. I really didn't think they would do that, but then they did. And now it kind of like fits in place. They must have known earlier on that they were going to bring him back and that this is what they were going to do. Because some of those deaths were pretty big deaths and really added a lot of, I feel like, realism and excitement to the second season. And now getting to see them come back is good because at the same time, it's still, it's still Gotham, it's still Batman universe, DC, so to speak. So it's not exactly reality, as I've said many times in my reviews. It's in between kind of, your comic book reality and regular reality, superpowers and stuff. A hint of it, not too much, but a little bit. So with this episode, I did like this episode quite a bit for a return. It wasn't an amazing, I think, mid-season premiere. They used some really good transitions. At the beginning there, you have light, you have the funeral as it's going, and you see kind of the flash of light, and Gordon kind of goes there anyway, kind of not knowing really what he's doing, and Bullock kind of stops him. The stuff with Zsasz was really exciting to see Zsasz go after Gordon and try to kill him, right to the end when Falcone shows up to call off the hit. But it actually seemed like Gordon and Bullock had defeated Zsasz anyway. Like he was gonna, Gordon had a shotgun to his back, right? So even if Bullock got shot or whatever happened with that, really, Zsasz wasn't gonna kill Gordon anyway. It looks like from the looks of it. So that was pretty exciting. I liked all the stuff with that. I liked at the police station they had a confrontation between Jim and Lee where she kind of, calls him out and everything. And everybody, kind of stands and watches it happen, like watches it as she's kind of bitching him out, so to speak. Which was, pretty intense scene, actually. You get that sense of being embarrassed because a lot of the time with Gotham, we're in Gordon's shoes, we're in Jim's shoes. So when something happens to him, we can feel emotionally kind of how he's feeling, and it's kind of an embarrassing sequence because you have everybody kind of watching him as this is happening, and that's like the worst. You don't want to get in a fight with your ex, whatever, in front of other officers or people at your job. It's really, really embarrassing for sure. So that was good stuff, and I really liked all of that. The stuff I didn't care for too much. I didn't really care for Selina and her mother and that storyline and what's been going on recently with the Court of Owls. We got to see the owl statue with the light going through it, getting to see a map that's pointing somewhere, probably to something. So we'll see. I'm sure that will be touched on again when they notice it's actually doing that. We've got this Cole Clemons guy who's like, I don't know, I don't know. It's okay. It's not the most exciting storyline I think we've seen Bruce and the others in, and I think sometimes with Gotham they kind of struggle to bring in good. Like there's a lot of different things happening at once. In this one, you have pretty much those three. You have Jim, what was happening with him, which I usually like Jim's stuff the most, whatever's going on with him, and Bullock, because Bullock's funny and whatever they're investigating. That's kind of like the main linchpin for the series. But then you have Bruce, of course, is in there as his younger self. Not his Batman self yet, of course, with Alfred and the stuff that's going on with him. I like him and Selina. I like kind of their young love relationship type thing that they got going. I think that's good. But some of the other stuff they attach on to that, I felt like is, it's not the best. This one, I'm like, I don't know. I like the stuff with Talon. I like the Court of Owls. It's okay. But this new Cole Clemons guy, I'm like, I don't care. I don't know. For some reason, they just didn't have my buy-in for that one. I was just like, whatever. It's what it is. It's part of the show, whatever. And then the other one that I'm kind of iffy on as well too is Cobblepot with Nygma. Now I did like how they did this episode where you have kind of it revealed to the audience how Nygma was doing these things, and that was very Riddler-esque to me, especially the kind of style they use for the visuals and everything as they go into like Riddler mode. It kind of reminded me of maybe like one of the Batman video games like Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, where you get to see kind of Riddler and kind of detective mode, this kind of stuff. So that was pretty cool. I like how they kind of showed it later, and it was kind of like a switch or them showing us how this was all done. That was kind of a nice reveal or a nice little twist that Nygma's behind this, even though we had kind of seen it lead up to that already anyway, and that he wants to destroy him because of what happened, and him for what Cobblepot, for what the Penguin did prior. So, with that, I thought it was okay. The stuff with his dad was all right. Pee Wee Herman, that's funny. So, it was okay as well, too. Favorite part of the episode has to be the stuff with Jim Lee and Zsasz and, Falcone. So, and Bullock. So, and then, of course, we've got the new stuff starting with the new villain who's going to be coming in for this half, because the stuff with Falcone seems to be resolved for now. So now they're going to bring back the Joker, who, I really like the Jerome Gotham Joker. I think the kid who plays him does a fantastic job. I really love his laugh. I really love the way he portrays the Joker. And, really can't wait to see what they do with him this half and him being resurrected. Now, the guy I was looking at, I haven't looked this up yet, but Dwight Pollard. Is he in the Dark Knight? Because I think he is. I think he's the crazy one who, the Joker kind of uses because he's nutty. If you guys remember back to the Dark Knight, I'm gonna look it up after this because he looks exactly like the guy. I'm pretty sure it is him from the Dark Knight, and I think that's a good choice that they used him, or at least the guy looks exactly like him, because it made me think of kind of like Heath Ledger's, Joker and stuff as they kind of attach it, and so they've done that quite a few times throughout Gotham. You have like Vicky Vale, a type of Veronica Vale type of kind of throwback to the 89 Batman. So they really put a lot of care into the show. They're really smart with, I think, the things they're doing, and really amazed the fact they can do 22 episodes a season, and each episode is pretty damn good. Like there's a few here or there that aren't that great, but this one was pretty good. I'm going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10. Thought it was above average, a good episode. Maybe not amazing for a mid-season premiere, because like I said, a couple of those storylines there, I was kind of like, I don't know, they're okay. We've seen better stuff in Gotham before, I think, but the main stuff with Jim is pretty much always good, and I also like the stuff with Lee, too, and Falcone. So it's all good. So rate your comments below if you guys got a chance to see this episode. Let me know what you think and how you're feeling about Gotham. Are you still enjoying Gotham maybe as much as you were in the past? Rate your comments below. Let me know what you guys thought about it. And if you like this review and you want to see more, please thumb it up below. You can also share, you can favorite, and if you're new and you want to subscribe, bottom left to subscribe. I always appreciate your guys' support. That's it for this review, guys. We'll see you again soon for another. It's Trev, and I'm saying peace. Later, guys. See you soon.